hello, and welcome to another Attack on Titan manga read along. I was going to do this live, but then tonight, while I was streaming this morning I think I streamed up to 4 a.m., I was still streaming, and then the stream just cut off. And I thought it was just like a fluke because a little while after that it came back on. But at that point, it was already 4 a.m. I was done with the stream. I just didn't have time to say goodbye. And then today, the internet was really weird, on and off, on and off. I posted some videos. I downloaded Gintama. And I started downloading Gurren Lagann. And then that just never worked. And so I couldn't stream. So I rearranged some things, and now I'll be streaming on Monday, if the internet gets fixed this weekend. And I'm just recording my manga read along normally because, I don't need internet for that. So I can record it and just upload it at a later date. So I will be reading. Yesterday night in the stream, I finished watching up to episode 27. So now I'm pretty much at the same point where I'm at with the manga and the anime. So the plan at this point is to read 5 chapters today, not now. I hope it won't be too much. Ideally, that would be so nice, right? 5 chapters. I think I could do it if I'm reading by myself and maybe not having a lot of discussions in between. Maybe leaving that for the comment section or whatever if you guys want to talk about something or ask a question. So yeah, I'm gonna try and read the 5 chapters tonight, and then next time in the Attack on Titan stream, I can watch 4 episodes, because then I will be up to Warrior. So then I can do like 5 chapters of the manga, or maybe even 6 chapters of the manga, and then I can watch a few episodes, and then 6 chapters of the manga, watch a few episodes. So that's kind of like how I wanted to go about it, up until I'm caught up to where the anime ended. And then I actually don't know when the anime is going to come out. Apparently there is news being released soon, but that's all I heard. I don't know. So just one thing, I am downloading some videos using my mobile data. So that I can record more videos after this video. But I need to buy every gig one by one, because the cheapest way to buy 1 gigabyte is by buying it for just 1 hour. And the videos I'm downloading is like 1.4 gig each, so it kind of like, it finishes and then I have to download and then it finishes. But I think I can download 2 at once, because I still have 2 more videos, 2.5 to download. So yeah, sorry for just being slightly no wait, I'm not gonna buy one more. I'm gonna wait until that one's finished. Okay, it says 16 minutes and then jumps down to 2 minutes, and then it goes back up to 20 minutes, and then it's gonna back down to 3 minutes. Yeah, because mobile data is not very consistent. But okay, enough of that. Let's finish up start and then finish this. My account, where is this? There we go. Okay, so I have enough data. It's downloading. Let's start. Okay, so we are on the chapter called Utgard Castle, and this is exactly where I finished the anime last night. It's Connie. I don't know what he's carrying, but he's carrying something and standing pretty close to the Titan. When Reiner asks him, Connie, are there any survivors? And Connie, of course, knowing that this is his village, he just says, no. Gone. It's all over. There's no one here. My home is gone. And Reiner looks genuinely concerned while he kind of like grabs his shoulder and then Bertolt just looked kind of like nervous, which I really wish, like a little part of me really wishes that I was reading this weekly as it was coming out, because I feel like that's such a different experience, and I wonder what I would have thought of this expression. You know, now I can kind of tell what he might have been thinking at the time, but I might have interpreted it completely differently if I was reading weekly, but now I'll never know. And that's like that's why a little part of me wants to read One Piece weekly. But I already started my manga read-alongs for One Piece, so I don't know what to do. Hey, something's off. Has anyone seen any bodies? And they all kind of just like look at each other. No, I haven't seen any. Is that even possible? Could a Titan really wipe out a village without leaving a single drop of blood behind? They must have all fled. There's no way Titans could eat them and leave no trace, meaning that no one in the village was eaten, including your family. I'm sure of it. They must have seen the Titans before it was too late. Yeah, you're right. Sure, they must have left here hours ago. I bet they're already on the other side of Wall Sheena. That guy does not look so convinced. There are other things that don't add up. If the villagers really were able to evacuate completely, why would the Titans completely destroy a village full of empty houses? What confuses me the most is the village stable I just saw. A line of horses still tied up. You can run from a Titan, but if you're not on horseback, your chances of survival are slim. In any case, I can't show that stable to Connie. Are the torches ready? We're going to go from here to locate the damaged area of the wall. We're heading out. And then one last time, he looks back at his mother. Okay. So they jump on the horses. Oh my God. Welcome home. And it's the Titan that said it to Connie. He looks obviously pretty shocked, but the horse starts galloping and Connie looks behind him. Did it just... Hey, Connie, hurry up. We're going to fall behind Gelgar and the others. Uh-oh. I think I just pulled my mic a bit too much. I hope it's still recording. It looks like it is, though. Okay. Reiner, did you just hear that? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, stop talking and focus on your mission. It can't be, but it sounded like my mom. Connie, do you understand our situation? Our actions right now will affect the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. What is more important? That or getting lost in some sort of ridiculous delusions? If you're going to think about your family right now as they're taking shelter. If you're a soldier, you need to focus. Yeah, of course, that's right. I'm curious about which Reiner said this, because I'm doubting myself right now, but I think it's been pretty much established that he kind of had to develop a split personality to deal with the guilt, right? So which Reiner was this? Can I put it that way? Was this the Reiner from inside the walls that really believed what he was saying, or was this the Reiner from outside the walls which was trying to distract Connie from what he had heard? 9 hours after the Titans were spotted. Okay, so it looks like both Reiner and Bertolt are looking at Connie. I definitely think there were probably many people that picked up on these hints and knew that they were the culprits. Okay, Eastern line of defense. Garrison, 1st Division, Elite... Oh, he's not screaming that. It's just a notification. Garrison, 1st Division, Elite Forces. Keep going. Draw it closer. So yeah, they're kind of like drawing in titans. This guy says, oh, it's this guy. Fire! And then they're all shooting them with cannons. Someone jumps from behind. I think it's that woman. Yep, it's her. And then he falls to the ground, the titan. Got it. We can do this, Rico. If we keep this up, we'll be able to hold this line. No. What makes the titans terrifying is their numbers. If they come in a group, this line will probably be broken in seconds. But what could it be? Something's strange. Garrison, Walrose, Countermeasures Unit. Captain Hannes, is something the matter? It's odd. We've yet to encounter a single titan. We should be nearing the breach, yet it's still quiet. Every time they've broken through the walls, they've done it after gathering a huge number of titans. Hopefully, it will stay calm for once. Okay, South team, 11 hours after the titans were spotted. So now they're at night, still looking for the breach, I guess. Oh my God. We need to be moving quicker. But it would be suicidal to go any faster than this. Excuse me. We can barely see past our own feet. You'd have to be insane to gallop a horse off the road in pitch darkness. Not only that, there's the possibility that at any moment, titans could come jumping out at us. As we move nearer to the hole, it's not just a possibility. That moment is inevitable. When I turned the page and I saw all of them, I was like, scary. Damn it. I feel like I'm about to go mad. What is the... Is it like breathing? When is it going to be? When will they appear? Oh, but isn't it like definite that titans go dormant at night, or does it depend on the amount of hours? So I mean, at this point, but still, it's scary. Did you follow the wall here too? Yeah. So where's the hole? Huh? We took a detour and followed alongside the wall, starting from the far west, but we didn't find anything strange. If we didn't find it, then surely you must have. No, we haven't seen a hole either. Man, I can only imagine how exciting this must have been to read it weekly. I wanna read a really good manga like this weekly. And like, what manga is as good as Attack on Titan? There are not many, right? That shit makes me want to read One Piece, okay? But it's such a mission because I already started and I'm up to Annie's lobby, and then I have to jump to where the episodes end. But then when I catch up to that, which probably isn't that many chapters, and then it comes out weekly, and then I have to go back to read from Annie's lobby, but then the new chapter every week, but then back to the early arcs, but then. Okay. Could you have missed it? No way. The damage would have to be large enough for a titan to pass through. What should we do? Do you want to check again? We should, but I think both we and our horses are near exhaustion. We'd just be even less focused than before. If we at least had some moonlight. Hey, is that a ruined castle? Jeez, this place is close to the wall, but there are signs that someone was living here until recently. Some hooligans must have been using this place as their base. The sign said it's called Utgard Castle. Utgard. Utgard. Does that have a meaning? Utgard. Is it like a Utgard? No. Utgard meaning. Utgard in American English. Noun, Norse mythology, a home of the Jotuns, outside the Midgard and Asgard, probably synonymous with Jotunheim. What is Utgard in Norse mythology? In Norse mythology, Utgaroa Loki, anglicized as Utgarda Loki, Utgard Loki, and Utgard's Loki, was the ruler of the castle Utgaror in Jotunheimer. He was one of the Jotnar, I don't know how to say it because there's 2 dots on the O. Jotnar, and his name means literally Loki of the Outyards, or Loki of the Outlands, to distinguish him from Loki, the companion of Thor. So Utgar means outlands? So Outlands Castle, or Outyards Castle. Interesting. Okay. So the sign said it's called Utgard Castle. I never knew that there was an old castle in a place like this. Hey, check this out. I even found this right here. What's written on it? Is that alcohol, Galgar? You're not thinking of drinking it, are you? At a time like this, don't be stupid. Who'd have thought we'd owe the roof over our heads to a thief's stash? Are you sure we're not the thieves here? Okay, here we have Krista, Ymir, Connie, Reiner. You recruits, rest up. The sun has been down for a while now. I doubt that any Titans will be moving, but we'll take turns keeping watch. We leave 4 hours before sunrise. If it turns out that the wall really hasn't been breached, then where could the Titans have come from? Determining that is our job tomorrow. Focus on resting for now. Could it be that things aren't as bad as we initially assumed? How could I put it? Yes, the number of Titans does appear to be small. It would be hard to say for sure that they've really broken through the wall. The only time we've seen any Titans so far was when we first discovered them. Connie, what happened to your village? It was destroyed. The Titans. They had already trampled through the entire village. Oh, that's... But no one had been eaten. It looks like everyone managed to get away. I'm at least glad for that. Didn't you say that your village was destroyed? Houses and everything were damaged, but there were no victims from the village. If they had been eaten, then there would have been blood or other remains left behind, right? There weren't. So it must mean that no one was killed. She knows. Probably. Or suspects. Only there's one thing that's bothered me since then. It's the Titan that was in my house. It was just lying there for some reason, even though there was no way it could move on its own. And well, the thing kind of resembled my mom. What could it... Connie, are you still going on about that? Are you stupid or something? Oof, and then Ymir laughs. So your mom was a Titan, Connie? If that's the case, then why the hell are you so tiny? Come on, Connie. How does that even make any sense? Well, that's a suspicious reaction. Or is it? Like, I want to know, how would I have interpreted this if I didn't know anything? You know, what happens later? But I mean, I did watch the anime, and the anime is pretty faithful to the manga, so... But I feel like when you're watching something, it's different than when you're reading something. Because even though I pause, because of, I don't know, the movement and the colors and the music and the voice acting and like it's different for me. The experience is definitely different reading a manga, right? I think a manga kind of encourages you to think more deeply, to pause and reflect more naturally. I always knew you were a moron, but maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you're some kind of genius, right? Just shut up. This has gotten stupid. So if your theory is right, then your dad must be a Titan too. Because if not, then how would they be able to do it? Just shut up and go to bed, you bitch. What are you doing, Ymir? Creeping into a girl's room at night, Reiner. That's surprising. You didn't seem like the kind of guy who was interested in women. Sure, and you don't look to me like the kind of girl who's interested in guys. Her saying it to him doesn't mean anything, but him saying it to her because of what we know, yeah. Let me just quickly download the next one and see how much data I have left. How about 867? So I guess I can buy more. Okay. I'm just digging around for something to fill my stomach. This will probably end up being our last supper. I wanted to ask you, when Connie was talking about his village, you changed the subject on purpose, didn't you? If you can, I want you to keep acting that way so that he doesn't get too worried about his family. What are you talking about? Oh, this'll do. Herring isn't my favorite, but are there any more in there? Let me take a look. Here. This is canned food? What are these letters? I can't read them. This is herring on it? I'm surprised, Ymir. You can read these things? And then there's a very suspicious exchange of looks between the two. Now I'm wondering what I would have thought here. Ymir is the suspicious one. Reiner has been the suspicious one. But I feel like in the anime at least, there was so much going on. I didn't notice Reiner acting suspiciously. So I think probably at this point I was thinking that Ymir was the suspicious one. I'm not sure. All troops, wake up! Get to the roof! Everyone, now! Okay, and then they're there, and these are the same Titans that ate fucking Mickey. The moon came out, and the next thing I knew, why? Is it because the moon gives them energy? Or, oh, is it because of the Beast Titan? Why are they still moving? Hours have passed since sunset. What's going on here? Hey, look at that! It's huge! What the hell is that thing? Your worst nightmare. Fucking literally. A Titan? Or doesn't it look like some sort of animal? It's heading for the wall. And then Mr. Creepy Face here bangs into the tower. Ah! Huh? Wait! Don't start coming in here. You've got to be kidding me. Don't fuck with me. Because of you bastards, I can't even get a drink. Stay back, recruits. It's time to switch to vertical maneuvering. Let's go. Whose hand is this grasping here? Ooh, wow. It's his hand, I guess. Oh yeah, it's his hand. I thought this was the last page of the chapter, but it wasn't. So it's this guy's hand. So he climbs up the wall and he looks back. 17 hours. Well, can I just point out that these are some pretty great panels with the how he chose to. It's like really dark here, but you can still see like what you need to see. But yeah, I don't know, it's pretty well done. 17 hours after the Titans were spotted. This tower should give us a good view of the wall. It's an old castle near the southwest part of the wall. Yes, we're heading to Utgard Castle. Ooh. So they're heading the same way. We see at the end, Mikasa, Eren, and Armin all riding on horses on their way to Utgard Castle. Out the yard, I guess. A blood-splattering dance masterpiece. And so the fate of humanity is entrusted. Next volume, the frenzied idol arc begins. Mesmerize every lost titan to its most powerful stage. Entertainer. Oh, the fate of humanity is entrusted to its most powerful stage entertainer. Mikarin. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. Interests, Eren. Special talents, slicing meat. Strengths, a single-minded sense of resolve. Weakness, doing surprisingly rash things, like trying to immediately cut down people I don't like. Affiliation, Survey Corps Idol Unit. Not a real preview. That is so funny. He was just having fun here, I guess. So I guess this is kind of like, I remember in season 4 there was like Goth Mikasa picture, if I remember correctly. So maybe it was just like a flash, like a nod to this, you know. Not this specific, I mean, the specific page. I'm saying maybe he did something like that again, you know. Here's Idol Mikasa, and then there's Goth Mikasa, and then there's this Mikasa. I wonder if he did the same thing with Eren or Armin. Okay, well, that is the end of volume 9. I guess I could just add notes. I should have been doing this from the start, to be honest. Where's my pen? Where I can just like kind of make, oh no, a failed network error. Oh, that's fucked up. Did that 1 gigabyte now forbidden? Oh, motherfucker. So that means that gig, it just was wasted. 2 episodes downloaded normally, 1027 just failed, and now it doesn't want to resume. Fucking fantastic. I can try one more time, but that's so fucked up. Let me just buy another gig because 1 hour 12 by, oh wow, that's so fucked up. Sorry, I'm mad. But there's no point in, you know, what's the point in getting angry? Just have to deal with it as it comes. Where's my pen? Oh. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add, my pen is gone. Usually it's here. Oh, here it is. So I'm just gonna write down volume 9 done. So now I'm starting chapter 39 at 30 minutes into the video. So this is where chapter 39 begins. So that's going to be really helpful, I think, if I, maybe someone doesn't want to read all 5 chapters with me. And so if they just want to go to a specific chapter, it would obviously be a lot easier if there's timestamps. So I'll try and remember to do that from now on. Okay, so here we are, volume 10. On the cover, we see the tower where we just left them. The people who were there, Connie, Ymir, Krista, Reiner, and the Berthold. But then also we see Mikasa and Eren, who were only on their way at the end of the volume 9. Chapter 39 is called Soldier. Soldier, soldier, soldier. And we're planning to read up to Warrior tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Boom, boom. So the Titans are walking and shoving each other and playing like fucking disgusting children, ripping each other's ears off. Fucking weird. That guy's shoving the ear into his mouth. We're just like wandering around. Sorry, can I just... It's kind of bothering me. There we go. Okay. I forgot this guy's name, but he swings down and I guess he's going to attempt to fight. But it's so difficult when, you're on the tower and he's below, standing, further from the tower, and you have to somehow... But I guess you could swing, but still, it's like... A little part of me is like, is this even humanly possible for a human's body to do that? But, I'm not going to start questioning that stuff now. It probably is with severe training. Like, if you need to, you have to adapt. You can't catch me, you dumb piece of shit. And then he slices off his fingers. And then on the other side, the short-haired lady, she swooshes and slices his nape. One down, only, 20 more to go. Look at that. It crushed the little ones too. Ha! The big moron. I'm impressed as ever, Nanaba. That was another deep cut. Gelgar, that was a risky move. Couldn't you have dodged it without wasting blades on its fingers? That's just how I fight. I don't back down easy. You better count that as an assist. You're so stubborn. Fine. Got it. So it's lying on the ground, but there's one kind of like pulling itself out from underneath. But then the longer-haired lady cuts her neck. And sees that the door has been broken down. They're screwed. We're too late. The door. They broke through. Titans have entered the tower. Get back inside and put up barricades to stop them. Our maneuvering equipment will be useless inside. If you can't stop them, then worst case, escape to this rooftop. Just remember, I can't promise that we'll come to save you. I don't even know if we'll be alive or not. We can't tell how many Titans are left, or whether our gas and blades will last long enough. But do what you always do. Give it all you've got, as long as you're alive. Got that? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so they take the torch. I'll see how far the Titans have come. The rest of you, gather up everything you can. What the hell? don't know. It told me... No. I'll see how far the Titans have come. The rest of you, gather up everything you can. Boards, poles, whatever you can find. Reiner! Hey, wait! Wait! Reiner! He's the same as he was in training. He's always the first to rush into danger. I'd never be able to do that. Yeah, it's a bad habit of his. So then he stands at the top of the staircase. Even farther down, locked or not, it'd be easy for them to tear through wooden doors this old. Damn it. How should we stop the Titans? Then he unlocks it. I just turned the page. Oh my god. I guess that's the first thing he saw when he freaking looked down. Oh my god. Well, how is the side somehow worse? Wow, let me just take a picture of this. Okay, so obviously he sees that, slams the door shut, locks it, and whoa! Down here! Bring something! Anything! Oof. Not even freaking 2 seconds later, it breaks through. This can't be. This won't hold. If we don't do something, I'm gonna be... But here? Am I going to die here? Oh. This is where we see the flashback for the first time. But obviously, without context, it doesn't really mean much. Oh my god, and that's Ymir. This title looks pretty different, I think, in the manga. Not like vastly, but different. Okay, so we see a hand, Reiner, eyes, then obviously him being pushed out of the way. I forget who's... It's the guy's brother. Okay, but he gets grabbed. And subsequently killed by Ymir. Reiner and Berthold can't do anything but watch. No, that's wrong. I won't die here. So obviously from that you can't really get much, because it just looks like they were camping or something, and then a Titan popped up and they got eaten, right? This just keeps telling me you have this much data left on your night owl data, but I don't understand why it's using my night owl data, because I bought the new data, which is called anytime data. So I just hope that it doesn't, when that data runs out, not realize it should be using that data, but we'll see. Okay, he says, no, that's wrong. I won't die here. And he launches himself away from the door, but comes back. Reiner, I have to go home to our hometown. Oh, and then it's Berthold that then with a pitchfork stabs the freaking Titan right in the eyes. Oh god. Please use my anytime data. Okay, it's going. Okay, so then they work together. Reiner, are you okay? Yeah. Bertolt, we'll live through this and get home, I swear. We're going home. Yeah, we're going back. So maybe at that point was when he kind of remembered who he really was. So maybe at all this time, he was actually, inside the walled Reiner, and just then he remembered that he was outside the walled Reiner. Probably he slipped in and out, but I mean during these last few chapters. It's difficult. Reiner! Bertolt! Hey, is that powder shells? We don't have any of that. We're throwing it at them. Out of the way! And then they dodge. Take this! And they let it go. So the already stabbed in the eyes Titan was run over with a cannon. But its nape is still, so technically, I guess it could still be alive, but if it's not strong enough to pull off the cannon from itself, then what can it do? Looks like it actually worked, miraculously. It can't get out from under that, not at its size. What should we do? All I have is this knife. Should we try to cut its neck? Forget it. It just has to grab you to maim you. But it can't see, so and what if one of the other Titans, I don't know. For now, let's retreat back upstairs. More than one might have made it inside. Just then, another Titan walks over the other one, behind Connie, and goes for his head. And in that moment, Reiner saves him. He had no reason to, but Reiner saves him. And I feel like that really goes to show how split his personality was. He didn't really know who he was anymore, Once again, to cope with the guilt, I guess, he had to become inside the walls Reiner. Is that the Reiner that saved him? Or was it just outside the walls Reiner? Did I call him Reiner? Or was it outside the wall Reiner that just in a moment wanted to help his friend? Bitch, it says network error again. Let me I just quickly need to ask someone else if they can download this. I can't ask even. Oh shit, sorry guys. At Juno, could you send the link for 1027 to someone else to see if they can download it? It keeps getting to the end and then saying network error for me, but I downloaded the first two fine. Okay. So on that note about asking about Reiner and his personality and what's going on in his head, we don't know. We just see that he does end up saving Connie, and the Titan bites his arm. Reiner! What? Obviously, everyone is visibly shocked. The Titan chomps down on his arm and he screams. Aah! And he fucking flips the Titan. He picks it up and carries it up to the window. Reiner, you're not thinking of jumping down with that thing, are you? It's all I can do. And then Connie stabs it in the face. If I can cut its jaw muscles. It let go. And then, boom! Ymir kicks it in the face and it falls down. That was awesome. Really a team effort. Reiner saved Connie. Connie saved Reiner. Ymir saved them both. Oh, and I see here Bertolt flipping it. Wow. So sad to see them fighting together. Just to know everything. And then Thwod. What do we do when the next one gets in? We won't get that lucky again. Yeah, I agree. And now Krista is, how to say, nursing Reiner. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't regret doing what he did. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's probably fractured, right? Yeah, just my luck. Now a splint and a bandage. Oh, that's it. Wait, isn't it supposed to go? Oh, but they have more control over their powers, right? So probably, if they don't want to be healed, they won't be healed, I guess. Okay. Oh, she rips her dress. All I have is this dirty cloth. I'm sorry. No, I'm grateful. Marry me. Oh my god, I love that scene. Marry me. Are you okay, Reiner? Yeah, I guess. Hey, Krista, my hand got skinned too. Huh? Just spit on it. Reiner, I'm sorry about just now. It's like you're always saving my ass. Yeah, now that I mention it, Annie risked her life to save me too. Annie. I need to repay you someday. For that? It was my duty. We're soldiers. Really? I'm not so sure that I could risk my life like you just did, without even a second of hesitation. Hey, Bertolt, has Reiner always been like this? No, Reiner used to be a warrior. He's different now. What? What do you mean, warrior? Anyway, let's gather up anything that seems usable so we can die with no regrets. Of course, our lives mostly depend on how skilled our officers are. Whoa. That's the Survey Corps for you. Other soldiers don't even compare to them. Psh, psh, doof, thud. That takes care of most of the big ones. So, obviously the Titans are being driven into a corner. Looks good so far. That takes care of most of the big ones. We have this tower to thank for that. You rarely get the chance to fight in conditions this favorable. Yeah, looks like we might be able to pull through this. I'll check in the... Oh, that just sounds bad. I'll check in on the recruits. Roger. What's that sound? Oh my god. Is it really that fucking monkey? Is it him throwing shit? I don't understand. Okay, I guess I do understand, because in his mind, like, what I meant was, how to say this? he says that, you know, he for the good of them and so that they don't suffer, he wants to end Eldians, right? But then he makes them suffer. But I guess he's like, suffering is fine as long as I'm the one making them suffer with the goal of ending all of them eventually. Like, I feel like that's like saying there are so many poor people, we should just kill them all for their own, you know, peace of mind, so that they stop suffering. We should just kill all poor people. Because you feel sorry for them. Because finding another way to deal with the problem is too difficult. The quick and easy solution is, sure, just kill everyone. So it looks like other people can download the link. Mine just keeps failing. Let me screenshot this and then I can ask them, what does it mean? What does this mean? Okay. So then the fucking monkey threw a horse. You can't call yourself a good person or a person that's fighting for the greater good and then you're fucking chucking horses. Like, I'm sorry, but do you want to stop suffering or perpetuate it? I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that was necessary. Okay, so then he chucks a rock after that. And it hits the tower because God forbid they fight back. God forbid they get through this alive. Monkey Man doesn't want that. So yeah, because of the rock, the tower busts. The rocks fall, and Lynn and Henning. Hey, I knew a guy named Henning in high school. What was that? And they come up to the roof and they see what has happened. It's hopeless. They both died instantly. Be careful. A boulder came flying from over there toward the wall. That's what got them. What? But from the wall? That thing. There was just one titan that was walking towards the wall. It was that beast titan that did this. Ah! Multiple titans approaching! More than double the number we just dealt with. What? This timing makes it feel like the titans are conducting some sort of strategic operation. It almost feels as if they've been toying with us from the start. Oh, he has been toying with you from the start. I don't like Monkey Man. I don't care how nicely he explains his whole plan, his way is just plain wrong. And I want to give like a simile to try and understand his way of thinking and why people defend his way of thinking. But I'm scared because it's like kind of, maybe it would be controversial. Let me just give me a minute. Forbidden makes me think security issues, but if it's permissions, I'm not sure how I'm able to download it unless there's a limit. Recent link to only that episode. Maybe try that. Wait, what does this mean? I can try to watch. Wait. Let me see if I can download 1028. It will take 15. I'm just worried it will take 15 minutes again and then fail at the end. Such a waste of data. I'm sure, of course it's not your fault. Of course it's not your fault. Probably another issue on my end. So yeah, I won't discuss in this part of the video because I'm just going to put timestamps so that you can get past this stuff. But I won't discuss the simile that I thought, because yeah, I just don't want to cause drama, I guess. But let me just put it this way. There have been in history many different groups of people that were obviously discriminated against, you know, in various parts of the world, in all part of the world, and still today in parts of Africa, certain tribes are discriminated against, right, by other tribes. Now, imagine in history if discriminated against groups. This is linked to Attack on Titan, right? So I think I can make this simile. Imagine if you remember the Schindler's List, right? And he hid so many people, and he helped many, and he might not have been able to stop the whole thing from happening, but he helped as many as he could. Jewish people. Now imagine if Schindler was like, you know, these people, I feel so sorry for them. I'm going to kill them all so that they don't have to suffer in gas chambers and such and be discriminated against or be used for, you know, tests and stuff. You know, they did experiments on twins. I don't remember everything. So now imagine if he killed all Jewish people. That would kind of just make him, like, that was kind of the goal, wasn't it? That's what they wanted. And eventually, you know, World War II ended and people were freed and they were allowed to live their lives and have children. And, you know, I'm sure at some point during World War II, it seemed impossible to get past such times, especially for the people involved. But imagine if oh, we feel sorry for Jewish people, so let's just kill them all. That just doesn't seem right at all. Not even 0.011%, 0.001%. Like, no. That's okay. I'm just more confused as to why everything else seems to be working fine. Welcome to tech support. Okay. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Going to read more Attack on Titan. Because this is in a video. Sorry, guys. Okay. So before I do the next timestamp part, let me buy 1 more gigabyte. Also, I'm kind of like hungry at this point. Okay, there we go. Hopefully this works. Chapter 40, called Ymir. So, chapter 40, called Ymir, and that is at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 20 seconds. The chapter shows us first Monkey Man climbing the wall 20 hours after the Titans were spotted. The tower being attacked by the Titans, everyone fighting for their literal lives. Scary faces, gas running out. Oh no, almost out of gas. So she whooshes to the left and cuts 1 more Titan neck. Did it work? Then he falls but crashes into a tower, which then falls on top of him. God, the tower won't hold for long. I'm running on fumes. You? Out of gas and blades too. That blunt thing's all you've got left, right? I wonder how many of those things the 4 of us killed. Who knows? I didn't have time to keep count. I think I've done a pretty good job here. Only, before I go, I want a drink. I don't care what it is. Galgar. Sorry, Nanaba. I hit my head. I don't have any strength left. Oof. And then he falls. And the Titan grabs him by the foot, swings him into his mouth or towards it, and Nanaba is able to cut his neck. But her blades are broken, and Galgar is thrown into the tower. Galgar! Huh? Damn it, I'm completely out. And although she is completely out of gas, she stares into the face of 4 motherfucking ugly Titans. Galgar, in his, confusion, delusion, because he hit his head, sees a bottle of alcohol. Oh my god. He takes it, picks it up, and attempts to pour some into his mouth. Come on. Have I not been through enough? The single drop didn't even land in his mouth. Who did this? Who drank the entire bottle? He screams as he is grabbed from behind by a giant beast hand, Titan hand, and soon pulled apart like a children's toy. They got him. Krista tries to throw a rock. Krista, stop. The tower is coming apart. You'll fall. They sacrificed themselves for us. Nanaba, Galgar. Holy fuck. Damn it. So, do we just sit here, wait for the tower to collapse and get eaten? Can't we do something? Can't we? Isn't there anything we can do? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I just wanted it to have some meaning, you know? Our mission's half finished, and now we're gonna be wiped out? I want to fight too. If only I had a weapon, then I could die fighting with them. Krista, are you still going on about that? What? Don't use their deaths. Those officers didn't die so you'd have an excuse to commit suicide. Interesting. That's not what... You're not like Connie or those officers. You don't really think I don't want to die. You've always tried to think of a way to martyr yourself so everyone will praise you, right? Failed. Network error. Forbidden. It's not working for me. Thank you for trying, Juno. I will focus on my Attack on Titan video now. At least I got to download 2 apps. Maybe I can watch the others online and just buy more phone data. I will do a test run with another app to see if it buffers. Okay. I don't... Krista, maybe you already forgot about this, but this is probably the end. Try to remember the promise you made when we trained on those snowy mountains together. Oh, we're gonna get the flashback now. I was just about to say, like, when does that flashback come again? Krista, just give up. Come on. No. Daz is half dead. He had no idea whether he could do it. He took on training he could never finish, just to raise his score. This is as far as his abilities can take him. If we keep walking at this snail's pace down to the base, there's no way we'll make it. He'll make it. We'll be in danger too. We won't see the sunrise. So we have 2 choices. Leave Daz behind, and the 2 of us survive, or the 3 of us die together. Which one? The third choice. You're misjudging our situation. I'm going to reach base camp and Daz will be saved. Of course you can go ahead to safety. How's that? This way there's no trouble for you. I know that we'll reach the base, so go on ahead. And she keeps pulling, and she keeps pulling. Hey, what are you doing? You'll die if you don't go, right? Hurry up. Go on ahead. What? Why aren't you asking for my help? Your body's like a little kid's. You know I've got a better chance. Can't you see it'd be faster for me to pull him? Your plan isn't about saving Daz at all, is it? Wow, their faces are really nicely drawn compared to like some others, I feel. You just said that I would die, so you must realize that you're going to die at this rate too. You were thinking of dying here like this, weren't you? And you wanted to entrust unto me the legend of Krista, the goddess. Or am I just overthinking this? This is wrong. You're a good girl, Krista. You've got to at least pretend to be interested in saving this man enough to ask me for help, right? Just because you want other people to think of you as someone who'd literally die for another, dragging someone else to his death just for that. Only a bad girl would do that, right? You're wrong. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, it might not have been a conscious choice, but that could have been her exact goal. It's you, isn't it? You're the mistress's daughter who was expelled from the family. How do you know? So I'm right. It was you. I just happened to overhear it at a church in the interior, back when I used to borrow people's valuables to survive. What a rough story. You were in line to inherit a real high-up position. You were a descendant by blood, but there was a dispute over whether an illegitimate child could be heir. They said just killing you would solve everything, but instead, you were sent away to live a humble life under a fake name. And that's how that girl ended up being driven into the training corps. Don't worry, I haven't told anyone, and I won't sell the information. So, you joined the training corps in order to find me? And if you did, then why? I don't know. Maybe because we're alike. What? You mean our backgrounds? Well, in general. You became a soldier just for that? I'm not sure. No, it's not that. Did you want to be friends with me? Huh? No way. Definitely not. For starters, you and I aren't on the same level. I happened to get a chance to live a whole new life. I was reborn as a new person. But when that happened, I didn't hide my old name. Denying that I was born as Ymir would be to admit defeat. I'm keeping my name as I live this new life. Living this way is my way of getting revenge. I'm going to be living proof that your fate isn't decided at birth. So what about you? You're going to kill yourself? The ultimate act of submission. Kill yourself and all your people out of pity. Actually, the ultimate act of submission. Is that how much you want to please the people who treated you like such a nuisance? Why are you trying to hurt yourself? If your will is that strong, then shouldn't you be able to change your fate? I can't, even now. I need to screenshot this. To kill yourself, the ultimate act of submission. So then what? To kill everyone else, whether or not they're guilty or innocent? What would that be? The opposite of submission. What's the opposite of submission? Resistance? The opposite of submission is resistance. But as with most things, like, you get a limit, right? I'm trying to think of a place where submission can be a good thing, but I can't actually. Well, maybe when you're guilty of something and someone accuses you and you're caught out and you have to, like, they challenge you, like, oh, you're guilty, and you have to submit defeat, like, in a sense, like, that's also a good thing to do. All right? So there's a time and a place for things. But obviously, submitting to the people who hated you since you were born. So in that same breath, resistance, also a good thing. Can't just agree to everything you're told. Can't just do what everyone says. Can't just kill yourself and all your people just because that government and what other government was against you. Like, I mean, in World War II, who was allied with Germany? Just because, like, a couple of people are against you doesn't mean, like, it's the literal whole world. I mean, there were tons of people, like, if my government, whom I didn't vote for, were to start a war right now, and then the rest of the world just nukes my country, that wouldn't be nice. And that's why, I don't know, man. There's a limit to things. But I do like this moment with Ymir. Let me see if I can download it like this. It won't work, but I'll try. I keep buying data, but it's not gonna work. It feels like I'm just wasting my money. At least it's not like that much. It's like $1 per gig. But still, it's throwing the money away if it just keeps, you know. Okay, so let me just read here what Ymir says again. I'm keeping my name as I live this new life. Living this way is my way of getting revenge. I'm going to be living proof that your fate isn't decided at birth. So what about you? You're going to kill yourself? The ultimate act of submission. Is that how much you want to please the people who treated you like a nuisance? Why are you trying to hurt yourself? If your will is that strong, then shouldn't you be able to change your fate? I can't, even now. There's no way that the three of us can make it back safely. Is there? There is. What? That light. I can see the base. It's right at the bottom of this cliff. We can drop Daz from here to down there. If he's lucky, he'll land somewhere where people can see him, and he'll be safe. If he's lucky. That's the only option he has at this point. If we don't hope for a miracle, he's just going to end up here as a frozen bagworm. Daz. I don't want to Google it because isn't it someone that... Do we see him again in season 4? But he'll die if he falls that far. Shut up. I'll do it. You just go on ahead. Did she push her? Did she throw her? I thought she threw Daz. Wait! They're both gone. Okay, so eventually Krista gets there. It is that guy. Took you long enough. I beat you here. I really did something stupid. What about Daz? He's fine. From that cliff? You didn't have any rope. And even if you did, that cliff... How'd you get Daz down from up there? Fine. I'll tell you, because it's you. But you have to promise me, when I reveal my secret, you'll go back to living by your old name. So here they are, the Titans, pulling apart the tower. Never thought I'd be seeing my last sunrise. Connie, give me your knife. Here. Thanks. What do you need it for? As a weapon. I'm going to fight. What? Ymir, what are you planning? Who knows? I'm not even sure myself. Krista, I have no right to tell you how to live, so this is just a wish of mine. Live your life with pride. What? And then dash. Ymir, wait! This is pretty badass. This specifically. How she looks here. She jumps into the fray. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but... Krista, I'm the same way. I thought it would have been better if I'd never been born. The world hated me for just existing. To bring happiness to many people, I died. But when I did, I wished for something from the bottom of my heart. If I could be born again, I wanted to live my next life for no one but myself. I wished so hard. Wow. I can't wait to watch this in the anime again. I think the author really did so much effort with these two characters. He put so much effort into their story and their relationship, and Ymir's character. And then she turned. She grabs one Titan, she grabs the other, she tears at their necks. And she goes wild. But even this sacrifice might not be enough because, you know, there's so many of them and she's just one. Oh wait, where's the part with Bertolt biting? Is that in the manga? Because I know that people pointed it out in the anime at a much later point, you know, after we found out. Where was that part in the manga? Okay, so she jumps and she bites and she tears and they watch. No way. Ymir can turn into a Titan? Ymir. Wait. Oh, hi Nino. Do you want to sit here with me? That's the Titan from that day. Dun dun dun. So that was chapter 14, and it was called Ymir, and it was once again about this very strong theme in Attack on Titan about how you deserve to be born into this world. You know? She said here, I thought it would have been better if I'd never been born. The world hated me for just existing. So, yeah, like I said, it's about that theme that you deserve to be born into this world. And, like, you shouldn't want to fucking kill yourself because people hate you. But you can't want that for yourself and then deny that right to others, you know, to live or to be hated just for existing. Like if to save your life you have to kill others who are innocent, like how is that any different from the wrong that's been happening to you? Bad people want you dead, and then you kill innocent people to survive, just like the people want to kill you because they believe that will prolong their life. I don't know. But if it's not, it might not be the exact same, you know, because bad people go about doing bad things all the time. They don't always have a reason for it. But where does that end, you know? Like a lot of anime these days, they tell the story about how the bad guy's just doing these bad things because he has this noble goal. But like, it just seems to be perpetuating the same cycle. You want to kill me, but I don't want to die because I deserve to live. Yes. So, but now I have to kill them, not just you, them and them and them, to survive. But they deserve to live. They deserve to live. They deserve to. They didn't do anything. So then it just feels to me like you're perpetuating more of the same. Look at her little paw. Thank you. Thank you for putting your paw on me. That makes me happy. Because it means that it's like you're like head patting me. But just instead of pat, you're just like putting it there. Thank you. Thank you for drooling on me. It's on my hand now. Okay, so next up will be chapter 41. Kind of need to pee, but now my cat's on my lap. But before I read that, let me just quickly give an update on my situation. So I tried one last time with a solo link that Juno sent to me, but it says network error. Then I tried to click the arrow and say resume, but then it immediately says forbidden. I can just watch. No, it's okay. Maybe I can just watch from GD using data. But I'll have to test it out first after I finish my manga video. There are gonna be some people who watches us back later and then they're gonna be like, oh, I was there when she was saying that stuff in the chat. So funny. God. This green tea is disgusting. Okay, this is going a little bit slower than I thought. I finished, but I'm not really. 30 minutes per chapter, not so bad. Because we did the end of volume 9, and then chapter 39 and chapter 40. So now chapter 41, and then that's 4 chapters, right? Okay. Yeah, it does. Okay, so chapter 41, I'm starting at 01/31/25. The chapter is called Historia, which is really poetic because, you know, Ymir says you have to live your... Wait, no, I have to answer this. I'll re-edit the timestamp. It goes up and down, but the first 2 downloaded fine despite that. Okay, but I can't. I'm going to close the chat now. Okay, let's try again. This chapter starts at 01:32 and 15 seconds. Okay, chapter is called Historia, and I think that it's very poetically beautiful after, you know, Ymir's speech about living with pride and how she said the world hated me for just existing, and, you know, that was Historia's life as well. And then she decided to live her life for no one but herself, and she hopes that Historia can do the same. So, the chapter begins with Ymir diving down onto the Titans and ripping them to shreds like crazy. She is fast, she is nimble, she is wild. It tries and grabs her, but boom, she's out of the way. What did she even... She's spitting something out there, but I didn't know what she did. Oh, she bit the guy's nape. Okay. And then scratched his eyes out, dodged, and that guy's, boom, against the tower, which is also kind of dangerous for, you know, those above. Oof. Fucking Krista. I mean, Historia almost falls down, but Connie grabs her leg. Oh, wait. Reiner grabs her leg, and Connie grabs her by the shoulder. Oh shit. But he grabs it so hard that he actually hurts her, because she said, ow, Reiner, my leg. Reiner, I got her. You can let go. Hello? Oh, sorry. It's okay. You saved me. Krista, did you know about Ymir being a Titan? I didn't. We were always so close, but for things to turn out like this, I can't believe it. We were together for 3 years. I just don't understand. So, that's Ymir? It can't be true. I don't want it to be true. But didn't she say she shared her secret with her? Was it a different secret? Maybe about her life? I don't know. Okay. She continues to go wild. So that means she knew one of the greatest secrets in the world. Jeez. I never I never even suspected it. She should have told us and contributed to the corpse, like Erin. But maybe she didn't, because she couldn't. So Reiner is saying what, even I said about them. But Bertel's holding fast. Maybe she couldn't, because he feels that they never could, They had their reasons. Wait, Eren didn't know that he could become a Titan, right? But somehow I think Ymir knew about her powers. Which is she? Which? Are you trying to say that Ymir might be an enemy of humanity? Yeah. Thinking back on it, she always seemed unfazed, no matter what the situation. It's gotta be because she was hiding this power. We never knew what she was really thinking. What could Ymir's goal be? And then Historia thinks back. I know she doesn't go by Historia at the moment, but for me she's Historia, so. There's a hair. So she thinks back to when Ymir said, I don't know, maybe because we were alike. But Krista, don't worry. I'm here entirely for my own sake. But you have to promise me, when I reveal my secret, you'll go back to living by your old name. Oh, so she just meant I'll tell you my secret one day, and when I do, then you have to go. I thought she told her secret, and then when she reveals it to everyone else. But why would she have to reveal it to everyone else? So obviously she meant, God, since you were here. It's these little tiny silver cat hairs. Okay, so she thinks about what Ymir said and about living with her old name. And then Ymir gets grabbed by the hand and pulled down towards the Titans. She's trying to fight back, but obviously the thing has a hold on her. And Krista shouts, Historia. Ymir! And Ymir is fighting and screeching and chomping and ripping and standing on his face and desperately until she pulls out her arm, but obviously a chunk of flesh is missing. She jumps up but is once again grabbed by her ankle. She's trying to hold on, but she can't. She's pulling out the bricks, which is obviously dangerous to Historia. And as she's looking up at her, she just let go. Why? Could she be worried about damaging the tower? That's it. She should be able to use her Titan powers to escape this place by herself. There's no way she could defeat all of the Titans here with a body that small, but she's still fighting, which means she's risking her own life to protect us. Huh? Things don't look good for her. At this rate, she'll... Why? Ymir, don't die. Don't die here. Why are you trying to act like a saint? You really want to look cool as you died that much? You jerk. We both know you're rotten to the core. Are you such a moron you think you could still get into heaven? Live for your own sake. If protecting this tower is going to kill you, then just smash it to pieces. So she grabs the stone and she flings it at the Titans. Grabs and flings and grabs and flings. Hey, is she actually smashing it? That's it, Ymir. She's so cute. Wow, this is a really great moment. And then, oh, there's the scene with the Reiner. I mean, Bertold, like, but it's so vague. Grab on to live. So then everyone grabs onto her hair, and she, as the tower is falling, jumps. And wow, this is so fairy tale like, you know, this visual, it looks so fairy tale like Jack and the Beanstalk or something. It's these tiny people hanging on to a freaking Titan's hair. So then, Utgard Castle Tower. Lost Tower falls. I can't believe it. You wanted to pin those Titans under the tower? Talk about a crazy plan. Oh no, my baby. Talk about a crazy plan. So they're all alive, but the Ymir secret is blown. And yeah, the Titans are crushed. Then there's a roar. Oh fuck. What? Oh, they're the big one's still getting up. The Titans, they're getting back up. Hey, ugly, hurry up and finish them off. So she rushes. She rushes to finish them off, bites the one guy's nape, but then is grabbed by another guy and her hair pulled by her hair. This is bad. Oh, so he smashes her head. Oh my god. That looks very weird. That looks like her forehead sliced open. Oh my god. I think her forehead is sliced open. So then all the Titans band together to attack her and start tearing her apart. Ymir is being eaten alive. No, it can't. Krista! Wait! Ymir, there's still something I need to tell you. I still haven't told you my real name. So she can still hear. But then she's spotted by another Mr. Big. Ooh. Nice. So she doesn't reveal her name before they arrive. I was sure she was going to be grabbed. So boom, the arrival of Mrs. Amazing herself, Mikasa. Nice visual right here. Love that. It's you. Get back, Krista. Everyone else too. Leave this to us. Dun dun dun. And then the wings of freedom appear and they rush in. Units in back. Secure a perimeter. Everyone else, wipe out those Titans. Hey, you don't need to attack. Oh, is that Eren? So he's pretty eager, jumps into action and says Snake, and he does it. His first official kill. He looks pretty happy about it. Eren, you dumbass. Didn't you hear us when we said to get back? Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Hey, Eren. Guys. What? Ymir? So, She is then saved. My name is Historia. And Ymir doesn't say anything, but she smiles. She closes her eyes and smiles. Everyone is obviously trying to kind of like, what's going on? Find out. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah. It's a nice ending for Ymir. I'm so happy that she's safe, but it's not for very long. Oh, sorry. She ends up being killed later. Like if I could, oh God. But if I do remember correctly, she does end up writing Historia one last letter, so that's at least nice. So that is the end of chapter 41. It's actually a pretty nice place to end. And this video is already 1 hour and 46 minutes, 3 chapters. But I really want to read 4 chapters. Was that the 4th one? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So I think that went pretty fast. That was like a little over 15 minutes, if even. I'm just worried that the next place that we're going to end is not going to be a good place to end like this. Because this is like a nice, conclusive, you know, they were saved from the tower. Ymir didn't die. It was a good place to end. But the next one is the second to last chapter in the volume. So like I don't feel like it would be such a good place to end. I don't know. What I'm really sad about is the fact that I only have 10 volumes. Like physical copies. After that, I have to I can try to download it from yours as well. You can DM me the link, but I somehow doubt it's a GD issue. If you could download from Juno's account. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Okay, I can try and download it one more time, but I have 710 megabytes left. Well, it's gonna expire soon anyway, I guess. The link seemed fine to me. Put in my Google Drive, okay. Here's the One Piece links. One Piece 1027. Guess I can try and download. It says at the moment it will take 4 minutes. Downloading now. Sorry, I didn't see this sooner. Should be fine for now. Oh no, immediate fail. Why? What the hell? I just said resume and it actually resumed this time and didn't say, what did it say? It says failed network error or something, and then it says, wait, I did send a screenshot. Failed network error, and then it said forbidden after I try and resume, but this time it actually resumed. Well, I only have fucking 300 megabytes, so now I have to buy more and hope that it will actually download this time. Okay, let's go. Okay, we'll continue. One more chapter. And then next time on Attack on Titan Day, I can watch 4 episodes. I like that they kind of adapted the chapters 1 to 1, right? Okay, so chapter 42 starts at 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 10 seconds. Okay, welcome to my read-along of Attack on Titan, chapter 42, titled Warrior. So obviously that links back to when Reiner said, no, Bertolt said that Reiner didn't always used to be the same. He used to be a warrior. And this also came after, Reiner said he's just doing his job as a soldier. So I think instead of being like inside the wall Reiner and outside the wall Reiner, I think I called him Ryan at some point. It's obviously soldier Reiner and Reiner the warrior. That would be a better way to differentiate. Okay, but the chapter starts with Ymir being hoisted up to the wall. Ymir, any idea what shape she's in? Her right arm and right leg were bitten off, and they say her organs are like scrambled eggs. It's enough to kill a normal person. Normal, huh? Oh god, it's this time. I remember the reveal. Grab on, Reiner. Thanks. And then Eren hoists him up. Please, you have to believe me. I'm telling you the truth. Ymir revealed who she is in order to fight the Titans and save us. She set aside her own life. She showed loyalty to us, her comrades. It's true that she was wrong. She's guilty of hiding information of the utmost importance to humanity. She was probably concerned for her own well-being, but she's changed. Ymir is on humanity's side. I know her well. She's much less complicated than she looks. She has ginormous eyes. I see. Well, of course, I'd like a friendly relationship with her. Regardless of the past, the information she has is a treasure trove for humanity. I'd like to get along with her. But while she may not be complicated, the state of this world might be too complex. So your real name is Historia Rice. Yes, it is. Rice as in the noble family? Race. Sorry, did I say rice? Race. I see. Nice to meet you, Historia. Thank you. How's Ymir? Still comatose, but she stopped bleeding and some sort of steam is coming from her wounds. For now, we need to take her to Trost district and get her proper medical care. Take care of it. Yes, squad leader. All right. We came here to seal up a wall. Ow. Are you okay, Reiner? No, a titan chewed through my arm. What do I do? I might be done. So even someone as strong as you can get like that. What are you talking about? This is the second time this has happened to me. Right, Armin? Huh? I was stuck inside a titan's hand before. Oh, that time. I've already had 2 near-death experiences. I'm not going to be around for much longer at this pace. I know I chose this path for myself, but it seems like becoming a soldier wears down your mind before your body. Let me just quickly see something. That's what happens. Fuck. Every time I get an SMS, let me just. I might have figured out what's wrong, but it's like I get an SMS about how much data I have left. Like, you only have 600 megabits left, which is enough to download the rest of the episode. There was like more than halfway. But then, after I get the SMS, that's when it goes bloop, network error. And then I try and resume, but it doesn't want to resume. Oh my fuck. It's so annoying. Motherfucker. Let me just type it, because now I'm already distracted. I'll get back into the chapter. Sorry about this. It's just a really bad day, but I still wanted to read manga, and I'm still enjoying the manga, but let me just quickly type it. No point. Okay. So it clearly looks like Reiner is warrior Reiner now, and he's starting to like realize he might not make it out of here, so now's the time to, I don't know. I guess there's no time to whine when we still have a hole to plug. Yeah, you guys just keep getting pulled farther and farther from your hometown. We need to stop that here. That's right. Reiner, our hometown. Let's go back. We can already go home. Compared to everything we've been through, it's just a little bit farther. Oh yeah. We're really just a breath away, aren't we? What are you guys talking about? Is everyone here? We can worry about Ymir later. We'll resume the wall repair operation. Still, I was expecting this place to be full of titans. Well, I mean, that it was. Hannes-san, it's the garrison's advance unit. They've come to tell us where the hole is. There's no hole. What? We spent all night looking for it. But from Trost district to Krolva district, at least, everything's normal. What did you say? We ran into the troops from Krolva district and doubled back. We didn't run into any titans on the path either. But there are definitely titans inside the walls. Were you looking? Were you looking? Oh, are you still drunk or something? As if I'd be drinking. And wait, why are you kids here? If there's no hole in the wall, we don't have a choice. Let's go to Trost and wait on standby. Don't let your guard down. We'll return to our unit. What's going on? What could this mean? Eren, why are all these things that never happened in the past 5 years, all suddenly happening now. We need to talk about something. What is it? Could it be that a titan that digs underground has finally appeared? If one has, it's trouble. If that's true, then it'll be quite difficult to locate its position. Let's worry about safely transporting Ymir for now. There are still titans on the ground after all. 5 years ago, we destroyed the wall and began our attack on humanity. I'm the armor titan, and he's the colossus titan. This is so... the way that it's revealed, it's so... Like, after all these close-up shots and beautiful details with Ymir and Historia and their story being revealed, it's like these little blobs in the background. Okay, so we destroyed humanity, and I'm the Colossus, and he's a Colossus, I'm blah, 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 blah. Huh? What are you saying? What are you telling him, Reiner? Our goal was to wipe out all humanity, but now there's no need for that anymore. Eren, if you come with us, we won't need to destroy any more of the walls. Understand? What? Wait up. I don't understand. I'm telling you to come with us. It's sudden, but you need to come now. Right now? Where are we going? I can't tell you that, but... Well, I guess you'd call it our hometown. So, what do you say, Eren? Not a bad deal, right? It means no more crisis, for now. For now. I don't know. Hey! We're heading out! Good grief, my head was already at its limit yesterday. Annie's background check finally came in. So now he's kind of like just thinking, trying to process what he just heard. And it's flashbacking. Annie's background check finally came in. It looks like 2 others from the 104th were born in the same region as her. Reiner Braun and Bertolt Hoover. Huh? Well, because of the chaos 5 years ago, all the family records were in rough shape. It looks like 2 others from the 104th were born in the same region. The documents were so poorly managed that it took them until now to figure this out. Those 2 were part of a group that was falsely told that Eren was on the right side of the expedition outside the wall. Annie Leonhardt, the female Titan, appeared on the right side. Of course, that doesn't prove anything on its own, but just in case, I'd like to know about the relationship between those 3 during their time in the training corps. What are your thoughts? I knew that Reiner and Bertolt were from the same hometown, but I never sensed that Annie was close to them. Me neither. I don't remember seeing those 2 ever really talking to Annie. Of course, Annie never talked much to begin with. I don't recall. But as another member of the 104th, I don't think there's a strong reason to suspect them. Putting aside Bertolt, who's always silent, Reiner's like an older brother, and he doesn't seem clever enough to deceive people. Which is why he had to develop a split personality. I feel the same way. Reiner fought Annie together with me and Jean. Reiner was nearly crushed to death. And what's wrong? Reiner got away, but Annie suddenly changed direction and ran off to where you were, Eren. I had also guessed out loud that you were probably in the center rear, but Annie was too far away to hear. But Reiner wasn't. What do you mean? But Reiner would have heard? Did he show an interest in Eren's location? All right, then where the hell is Eren? Could he have... I talked about Eren's location because Reiner asked me about it. And when the female Titan was staring at her palm, she could have been looking at letters written on it with a blade. Oh. If Reiner carved them there... Huh? What the hell? Why the hell would you say something like that? Eren, no. Everyone, listen to me. If we do find Reiner and Bertolt, make them think we don't suspect them. And of course, don't even mention the existence of Annie Leonhardt. Whether they conspired with her or not, we need to carefully lead them underground, deep underground, and confine them there. Listen, Reiner, you're tired. Right, Bertolt? What you've gone through made you a little crazy. Yeah, that's right. Reiner's just tired. And listen, if you were really the armor titan that killed so many people, why would you be talking to me about something like this? Would you expect me to say, okay, let's go? After hearing that? Uh, yeah, I guess you're right. I wonder what I was thinking. Maybe I really am crazy. Anyway, we're going to town. I've probably been here for too long. I've lived here for 3 years, surrounded by idiots. We were just kids. We didn't know anything. If only we never heard that these bastards existed, then we wouldn't have become these half-hearted pieces of shit. I don't know what's right anymore, but I do know that I have to face the consequences of my actions. They literally were just children. And that's why, at some point during, I don't remember if this was during my manga read-alongs or just during my manga read-alongs, or I don't know when, but at some point you can't be angry at children. You can, of course, like, let's say you have a pet, right? A small puppy. And you show your puppy, or your friend comes to visit with her young 4-year-old, I don't know. And then you're making coffee and getting juice for the kid, and the kid is like hugging the puppy and ends up suffocating it or crushing it to death. Okay, it was a really small puppy. Like, of course, in that moment, you're going to feel angry, you're going to feel horrified. But at the end of the day, that's just a child who they didn't understand what they were doing. So, although anyone can understand your feelings in that moment, you can't like take a chair and smack it over the kid's head, right? You can be angry at the kid, you can shout at the parents, you can chase them out of your house. And then, later, I don't know, in that situation, I guess I would expect the parents to apologize, to kind of like understand why their friend was shouting, of course, and then apologize. And then after some time, the friend cooled off, and also understand that the child didn't know better. If anything, you can only blame the parents for not teaching the child, never, showing the child how to hold a puppy, like, or whatever. But even in that situation, you can't really, it's not like the parents taught the child how to kill puppies, unless the parents told the child that, then. But now, let's say it happens 3 times, then you really can blame the parents in that situation, maybe, but maybe. But anyway, so that's just kind of like, I want to give a simile of course, you can be angry at the thousands of lives and people that died at the hands of Reiner and Bertolt and Annie. But they were 3 years ago, literally children who were taught to do horrible things and essentially forced because, their families and everything. So that doesn't mean you can't be angry at them. It doesn't mean I can't be angry at them. It doesn't mean I have to like them. I don't have to like them. But I feel that what it means is that for me, I have to direct the majority of my anger, the majority of the blame to the people who raised these children, to the people who taught these children wrong. Who, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be angry at them, you can shout at them, you can dislike them. But the true blame, the true because first of all, they're fictional characters, so it doesn't really matter if you shout at them. But the real villain here, the real antagonist, villain in this case, I guess, the villains are the people who taught these children, you know, who took children and made them into soldiers or warriors or whatever. Okay, but that opens a whole other can of worms about, you know, how the scouts and, you know, they're children too. But at the very least, I can say that the people, they were trained to be scouts, but the people, the higher ups, the adults, were always, like, they were always protecting the kids. They were always protecting anyone with less seniority than them, right? These kids were sent out on the front lines. They were sent into the belly of the beast, like the belly of the beast, from their perspective. They were used, they were... So yeah, basically what I'm saying is, of course you can be angry at Reiner and Annie and Bertolt, and I still am. After seeing, you know, Bertolt in Reiner in season 4, and how he has so much learned from how wrong he was, and acknowledging that, and to the extent literally wanting to murder himself, like, as punishment. Although I don't agree with that, of course. I think that you should rather spend the rest of your life doing better, because taking your own life doesn't fix any problems. But then he tried to dedicate his life to maybe the next generation and helping them not go through the same stuff. I don't know. We're going to get there when we read again. I mean, when I see again everything. But yeah, that's why I feel less anger. And now majority of my anger and all of the blame is directed at the people who raised these soldiers, who sent them there to do horrible things, and who said, you know, if you don't do it, we'll kill your parents or whatever. If you betray us, your little cousin, you know, that shit. Those are the... But of course, any single person who watches this for the first time and doesn't know that stuff, you're entitled to your anger. And that's what annoyed me, I think, the most back then, is like, people, when I was mad, when I found out that they essentially killed thousands, their actions led to the deaths of thousands. People were so defensive, and just take a step back for a moment. Let a reactor have their feelings. But okay, we won't get into that. And wouldn't it be so much more interesting to see them have those feelings and process those feelings, and then get to the point where they find out the backstory and then see how they deal with that? But no. I don't know what's right anymore, but I do know that I have to face the consequences of my actions and carry out my duty as a warrior to the end. Reiner, are we doing it? Now? Here? Yeah, we fight now. We decide this right here. And then... Mikasa, she has no hesitation. Like, that's pretty fucking cool. When she needs to, you know. Because in this situation, cutting off his hand's not going to kill him. But they need to be stopped from transforming, from getting away, from stealing Eren. And she knows that, and she acted on it. Of course, there's going to be moments when that is a bad thing, where you act rashly. But in this case, not rash. Oof. Oof. So she cuts off Reiner's hand. Then she cuts off... She's about to... But Bertolt, I guess, dodges. And they're screaming. Wow, this is crazy. Because she's accepted the reality. She's heard everything they just said. And she's accepted the reality that these people have killed thousands of us. These people want to kill us. These people want to steal Eren. And she immediately takes action based on that fact. I don't think many people could do that. And she says, Eren, run. Oh, this only has 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters. Oh. I thought there was another chapter for some reason. Okay, then Reiner tackles Mikasa. Wow, good job, Eren. Lying there on the ground, not acting at all. Sorry, but God, she's fighting off 2 guys after having heard this shit. And then Reiner has time to freaking get up or run towards Mikasa. Eren doesn't even notice, and he fucking tackles her. Bertolt! Eren, run! I mean, granted, I guess she did tell him to run, but he wasn't running. He was just sitting there, not also helping or running. Reiner looks fucking done. I'm done with this fucking shit. I don't know what's right anymore, but you know what? I just almost died twice recently, so let me just finish what I was taught to do. At this point, how old is he? I don't know. Does it say at the start? The characters are given here, but I think they're freaking young, even here. Maybe 15. That is young. Okay, but Bertolt looks terrified. Reiner is fucking over this shit, and Eren, they transform. Holy shit. Roar. Grab. So, Reiner grabs Eren. The steam blasts everyone away. Oh, shit. And he grabs Ymir. Oh, I remember. Yeah. Historia sees that. Jumps off the wall. Whoa. What's that? The rib. Oh, is that the other? Okay, so they shout, Eren! Eren has tears in his eyes as he remembers his friends. And I remember people thinking, like, they were really angry that I was frustrated at this point, because during the time where they revealed everything, obviously he was trying at first to like no, oh, come with us, you're crazy, no. So I understand back then, but then because they knew, but then he said, you're tired, so they already knew basically. But we know now that Eren doesn't just believe based on little facts. But then he says these things, and he heals himself, and he says, yeah, we fight now, we decide this right here. And Eren stands there. In that moment, Mikasa takes action. She fights them, corners Bertolt, or pins him down. Eren is lying there. Reiner, I know all of this is happening fast, but they're soldiers. Reiner tackles her. Everyone's like, Eren, run. And he's just like lying there. And then Reiner is standing there, and Eren just is lying there, and then they change, and then they grab him, and then he still doesn't do anything, and like it takes a while. And I understand he's a child. I understand that. I would never even, in the real world, I wouldn't even want children to be fucking soldiers. But then just in context here where Mikasa has like, she took action, she pinned him down, Reiner tackled her, then they stood there for like a few seconds, then they transformed, then they grabbed him, and through all of this, he's just like, my brother, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's frustrating. In that moment, of course, it's frustrating. Oh, but people were so mad at me. How dare you be mad at Eren? He's a baby. So he has the beautiful memories of them. You know what? You can talk about those beautiful memories with them after you capture them and put them there where you were held. And, Levi and the other guy could talk to you openly and be like, what do you know? What have you done? What's the plan? They could talk after he was subdued. But no, let me cry for a bit and eventually transform once they've already transformed. In this situation, they had split seconds. And that's why Mikasa took action. Because they knew how it happened with Annie. They knew why Annie got away, because they couldn't get her, what's the word, but subdued fast enough. But yeah. But I guess it's just maybe for dramatic effect, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Or not annoying, but frustrating. Especially now, it's almost worse for me now because Eren isn't just Eren anymore to me. Eren is the guy that does all those other things later. So that just makes it so much worse. So I don't just see him as child Eren anymore. He's also grown up Eren in my head. But okay. So he thinks of the good memories, but finally, a little bit too late, he revs up the anger in that moment because that's what he needs, and traitor! And he transforms. What an ending, right? Band together and to fight the evil titan. Super cute. Okay, well, that is the end of that. We finished fucking volume 10, and now I'm gonna have to read online again until I can find the rest. So, yeah, that was a wild ride. Tried to download episodes multiple times in between, and I apologize for that distraction, but I think for the most part it went pretty well. What really stands out to me here is kind of just the Ymir speech and her character once again. And I'm really looking forward to see all of that in the anime. So, if you have any questions or discussions that you want to continue on, if you have different feelings than me, feel free to share them. But please refrain from calling me names or, I don't know. The worst thing for me is not even the name calling. It's when I state an opinion and then someone's like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, my opinion is wrong. How I feel about the situation is wrong. Just say, I don't understand how you feel. This is how I feel. I don't know, but okay. I'll work on dealing with those people when the time comes. So, thank you guys. Let me know if you know when the news about Attack on Titan is coming out and what kind of news you think it is. Is it the last part news or what? I don't know. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed reading along with me, and I'll see you next time, hopefully live. Bye.